Seville, Spain, Landscapes by C.C.Burn. It had been 15 years since Anna visited her family in Europe, and 9 since her husband abandoned Marga and her. Obsessed with the thought of something awful happening to her, before she had a chance to take her daughter to the village that saw her cry, laugh, study, play, dance, and run away, she began then to save money for the flight tickets. At last, the awaited day arrived. It was September, and their flight from JFK Airport would depart at 10 p.m. and land in the morning at Seville Airport in southern Spain. After a light vegetable soup dinner, they went to the airport and boarded the plane soon after. The late-night 7-hour flight went fast. Anna woke to the announcement the flight attendant made, urging all passengers to buckle up their seatbelts for landing. Marga, who slept peacefully, woke up as soon as her mother leaned over to whisper in her ear, "Good morning, my darling. We've arrived." Customs was a bore, but necessary. Once outside, Anna told her daughter to copy what she did. "Breathe deep through your nose with your eyes closed," she said. "Can you smell it?" "Smell what, Mom?" "It's jasmine, my dear." Marga twitched her nose while she narrowed her brows. "Jasmine? Come, let's get a taxi to my hometown," she said with excitement. Marga frowned and stomped her foot. "Why is it so hot? My fringe is stuck to my forehead." Anna glanced at her and raised her hand to her daughter's forehead. "We're in the south. You'll be fine." As the taxi approached the village, Anna told her daughter to forget the aircon and roll down the window. "Smell the sweetness in the air, my dear." She held Marga's hand tight and pointed out the beautiful surroundings. The tarmac road became a cobblestone one. It was midday, and the sun illuminated the endless fields of orange trees that lay on the right side of the bumpy road. On the other side, acres of lemon trees reflected the direct sunlight under the blue sky. To enter the village, the taxi had to cross the ancient Roman bridge that led to the main square, La Plaza Mayor. "Mom, this is like entering a castle." In all, inquisitive eyes wandered from one stone-faced house to another. The semicircle plaza was filled with little shops and restaurants mixed with houses that were centuries old, and the cobblestone streets had tangerine trees decorating it. The smell of fresh bread emanated from the local bakery and made their stomachs growl, while the people walking on the street made them smile. Anna saw her daughter's eyes shine. "Yes, it is, and you're the princess," she said with tears in her eyes. "It's a shame your grandparents no longer live, but we'll stay at the house where you'll see the family photo albums." The taxi dropped them off in front of a white house adjacent to the village center. Marga tilted her head as she watched her mother take out of her suitcase a huge steel key and stuck it in the old keyhole. "Help me turn this old thing." After a few tugs and pulls, the lock gave in, and unison, they pushed the heavy wooden door open to dust and spiderwebs. This house had been closed since the day Anna left with a promise to never return. Now she found herself face to face with her dark past and a child standing next to her asking the questions she feared. "Why did you leave, Mom?" Anna kneeled to embrace her daughter. "Oh, Marga, my lovely daughter, there are many things of my past I haven't told you. When my parents died working in the fields under this unforgiving sun, I blamed the village for my losses and my unbearable pain. When I looked at the fields, I no longer saw the sun reflecting on the lemon trees, nor did I admire the stance of the orange ones. The sweet smell of jasmine turned rancid. Each sunrise was an internal fight, for I didn't want to wake. and every sunset was my own death. I didn't want to be known as the poor lonely soul. So one day I had enough and I left to never return. But this is the village I grew up in, and no matter how far I run, this place is in me. It's part of me like you are, and I had to share it with you, my little princess.